throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I am cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day.
Hope you're ready. I don't plan on holding back just because you are a human.
Is that so? I wouldn't underestimate me.
A knife? That's your choice for a weapon?
A knife is all I need to win this fight, trust me. You sure you don't need to use your magic?
To answer your question from earlier, I don't think I'll need magic for this fight.
Not bad.
Shall we continue?
Before we do so, tell me. You've adapted quickly to my attacks, almost like you knew what I was gonna do.
I would call it a lucky guess. Judging upon your stance and approach, I just took a shot in the dark.
I thought you had skills in combat. I was able to overwhelm you easily after a few attacks. What's wrong? Can't you keep up? We talk about wanting to take things seriously, yet here you are. How disappointing.
And bad.
Huh? Ooh, popcorn. You get the popcorn.
So, you want me to take this seriously, huh?
Yeah.
You?
They're doing nothing.
Amaris?
You want me to take it seriously? Okay.
That's what this is about, right? Get things seriously.
Okay then. Let's see how you like this then.
Whoa!
Whoa! Wow! The hell?
That was just a warning
What
shot.
the ever-loving heck was that?
Huh?
Amaris, are you okay?
Fine. Just... It's fine.
Okay, so what in the ever-loving heck is going on?
You don't get it, do you?
You look like you were trying to kill him!
Well, maybe he shouldn't be around here. Listen, I'm going to explain this in very simple words, okay? If you're not going to take it seriously, then what's the point of you being here?
Don't talk about me taking this seriously. You almost killed someone!
Dude. Just... chill.
Like I
It's
said,
fine.
it was a warning shot.
A warning shot? You almost killed him!
I'm going to prepare you for what's to come. That is the whole point of this.
You said use your shadow magic or whatever dark thing you said. It hurts you, and also, geez, those animals are allowed.
Yeah, it does hurt. You want to know something funny? I may or may not have used 20% of my power.
20%?
I usually use
You're
10.
joking.
I thought I'd just kick it up a notch.
Why were you trying to kill him?
I mean, if you want, I could show you 50.
Don't. Don't
I
even.
think I'll pass.
Okay.
Okay, chill. It
You know
was
what? You
all
know
fun and
what?
games, that's all.
Yeah, that's the best way of looking at it. Fun and
You call this fun and games?
I call this taking it seriously. I mean, Amaris, you should be grateful. I gave you just a sneak peek of what's to come.
I respect you for that, honestly. I'm glad you actually didn't go too
I
far.
mean, hey, if you want the truth, that wasn't even me using that at full power. If I wanted to, I could have disintegrated him. Be grateful.
Does anyone go looking for Luca?
Luca ran.
Wait,
Yeah, but
why?
they've been gone for a while.
Oh! I may or may not have told them that if they didn't start running, I would blast them. I mean, Ruka, since you're here, you want to have a go?
Why don't we just
We can run
calm?
together. We can run together. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Hey, Kira.
Is it over? Yeah.
Luca!
My
Uh,
friend.
uh,
Hi, Luca. Did you like your
Wait.
training session?
Don't!
uh,
Hmm. Okay, then.
You can
Very well done,
chill
my
out,
friend.
Ruka.
I've made up my mind. I know exactly what I'm going to do.
You're gonna go on a marathon and go you.
Kira, what's
Don't.
over there?
The great beyond.
That's what
Knock it
happens when you get in the way.
Oh,
I mean, you're kind of lucky that that you haven't naturally inherited magic. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't have survived that.
We said to keep that on the down low.
I don't keep secrets.
You promised me when we first met!
You're too trusting. Another test you failed.
wow, this drama. Oh
You
my
know
God.
what? I've learned. I think I finally understand how I'm going to get through to you guys. I've tried different methods and nothing works. So, I think I know what's going to work. You're on your own.
What?
For a few days, you guys are going to be on your own. You're going to survive out here by yourself. If you manage to survive, I'll come back and I will check up on you. Either I'll find your carcass or I'll find you alive and well. If this doesn't work, then I don't know how else I'm going to teach you how serious you need to take this. However, there was something important I needed to tell the three of you before the unwanted guest appeared.
Well, excuse me.
I'm not sorry.
Which one is the
Now,
unwanted guest? What's it,
you're gonna want to
Luca?
sit down for this one because I didn't want to do this, but unfortunately, you guys aren't exactly. Okay, how do I say this? The Magic Council would like to see you three.
Uh.
I may or may not have told them about you.
What?
Well, they already had seen me anyway. They keep an eye on me often because, obviously, I've told you, my dark magic and me not being able to control my magic at times. They're keeping an eye on me, so therefore they know about you guys, and they're not necessarily happy with you three. I want to say
what?
this. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this only. They think that Kira's a magic user. They don't know that she isn't. But the two of you, they know that you are, and they're kind of mad at you because
Kira.
you don't have an official rank yet. You have no class.
Is that bad?
Yeah. At least in their book. I mean, you're not technically supposed to be able to use your magic or, it's kind of like a law thing. They don't like people using their magic without,
But
becoming like official.
you did tell them that I technically,
Oh, I told them that you don't naturally inherit magic. Trust me, if they did know that you inherited magic, then they would have assumed you've been using it this entire time, which would have been worse for you. So you got off the hook. You're welcome. Ruka, I told not Ruka, Luca. Luca. See, look,
Confusion there?
look, I yell at Ruka so much that I'm so used to just saying Ruka all the time. I don't really yell at you. So, Luca, since you are a novice, I called you a newbie, and they're not going to be mad at you as much. I did tell them about your story about, you using your magic when you were younger but not knowing you had it. But don't worry, I'm in trouble too. For, the thing I told you about that I'm not going to publicly speak here because it's nobody else's business.
So wait,
Wow,
I'm off the hook, but these two aren't.
No, you're not off the hook. You're probably more in trouble than those two.
Okay,
But yeah,
I think
I have to take you
it's
to.
Jeez.
I have to take you to them. I have to. Either that or they'll hunt us down, and it's not better if they have to come looking for us.
Well, you said you were gonna leave anyway, so what's the
I'm
entire
going
problem?
to leave after. This is important. Okay?
I'm a novice, so
Yeah, but
which
listen.
yeah, newsbreaker to everybody, including you. I basically lied to your face. Sorry about that.
No, I kind of realized. Let's see here. The first time you mentioned that at the caves. Yeah, you said it beforehand.
It's no secret
I
about.
never. Okay.
It's no secret about the bounty boards or the bounty hunters or anything like that. They know of all of that. And they know about the mages that are hiding in Odell. The
What?
problem, of course they know. They're the Magic Council. They have to know.
Well, sorry.
The only issue is they're not going to allow them to get involved. They don't know if they don't know of my plan to go and, find them. But they don't want me to get them involved.
So what are you gonna do? Because we both know we are gonna do something.
Listen, I told you, without them, we stand no chance against the overwhelming numbers that the hunters have.
Gotta
We
give
have
them
no
big
choice.
hugs. And then
We have
they
no
have
choice.
be a friend.
We'll have to defy what they tell us. That's gonna be later on me. Don't worry about it. For now, I'm gonna have to say this, but there's a reason why I wanted you to train today. I lied to you again.
What are you talking about?
I wasn't training you because I was afraid of one day something happening. That wasn't the case.
Yeah, like what
The
about with
reason I
Feist?
the reason I brought everybody out here to train today was because you are all about to go through what I like to call the magic trial. It's how you get it's how you get your first rank. Well, at least where you see where you stand at least.
That's a thing.
Listen,
Do you seriously?
they don't know about you, and they probably won't
Magic
know about you unless they're watching me. But,
Jeez.
Or they're not.
You should be fine.
The magic, and then you're like, oh, the magic. What?
Kira, I think it's a little more advanced than what you might think.
Okay.
But yeah, you're gonna go through a trial. I was trying to prepare you for said trial because it's not a trial as where it's a fight or anything like that. It's a trial to test you against your fears. It's a magic trial that tests you in your worst to see if you can be your best. That is why I was trying to get Luca to fight, and that is why I was hoping you wouldn't have gotten involved. You both failed your tests.
You were about to kill someone!
I told you I held back on purpose. I sensed you. You forget I can sense magic.
You forget that I am not a magic user.
Yeah, but I might have not been honest with you 100% about whether or not I can tell if you're nearby.
No one can grade
What are you talking about?
me.
I mean, first of all, one, you suck at stealth. You have to work on that. I heard you. You forget I've trained myself for years. You don't think I wouldn't know how to survive out here? I've had to learn each and every single sound and what they mean. And you obviously weren't walking over here, so I heard you. So I planned this perfectly on the spot. Of course, I didn't tell him about it. I just kind of went with. I just kind of went on a whim. I didn't know if he was gonna survive or not. I just kind of assumed he would.
It, well, thank you
I
for
mean,
believing.
I'll admit you bested me in a sparring match, so that must mean that he might be tougher than he looks. Don't judge a book by its cover, you know. But
Sounds
yes,
right.
I'm going to take you all to see the Magic Council. I'm not doing it today though. We'll do it first thing in the morning. Then you will be set off on a journey of your own, where I will see if you can survive. And if you all manage to survive, I will officially train you. I will train you seriously, and we won't go through this continuous session of me just dragging you out here. You will get the proper training that you need at the pace that works best for you. But I need to see that you are willing, worthy, and ready. Do I make
If I
myself
may
clear?
interject,
No.
if I may interject,
Mars, I will be training you as well, just not in magic. Since you don't use magic, I'll train you more in your combat to learn where your weaknesses are, because you got a lot of them. You got a lot of them.
my mind. I appreciate that.
Did you try to train like
I'm gonna train you how to fight.
you tried that today?
Yeah, and we're gonna keep doing it until you get it.
No. It's not no.
What in the ever living
Well, she's not a magic user, so therefore she's fine. And to her, it's just being in a regular bubble. To Luca, she'd be suffocating. To you, it's just a lot of heavy pressure.
Yeah, I felt like you were choking me.
Anyway, that's the plan. That's what's gonna happen. And unfortunately, you're going to have to deal with it. The reason why I'm leaving you guys on your own is because I will be officially leaving to go find the rest of the mages. I'm doing it on my own. In a group, we're way more open, and we don't know how dangerous these guys are.
But wait, what about Beist?
If you're so listen, if you're so concerned about what happened to him, okay, give it a few more days, and if he doesn't appear, you have my full permission to go out and search for him. But don't
Kinda already
just
tried that when I
assume-
stormed off.
And you didn't have any luck, did you?
No crap, Sherlocker. Otherwise, he'd
Ruka.
be right here with me.
Ruka, do you know why you couldn't find him? Do you want to say it with me? You are not a magic user.
I
You use a
still wanted to
wand.
try.
Yeah, well, you can't. You can't. It's impossible.
Well,
They-
it's called studying tracking. You can still track someone without magic. It's not that.
Yeah. Which I've never taught her how to do.
If they're profound and actually know how to track, then
I
wouldn't
mean,
doubt
she's
them,
never
but
she's never told me she wanted to learn, to be fair.
Hey, I was completely up for it because of our deal, remember?
Yeah, I said I train you. I didn't say what I train you in.
You
that
still
didn't
agreed
ask.
to the deal.
Yeah, and I'm
He's a very good teacher.
you know what? That's probably the only thing I would accept from her. Otherwise, I'd put her in the bubble.
You have done
Now-
that.
I know. I love putting her in the bubble, bro. It's so satisfying just to watch her float and hope she never comes down.
Scratch
Kidding.
that last part off. Same way.
Kidding.
I-
Anyway. Listen. That's what's gonna happen. You're all gonna go through a magic trial. And I recommend bringing your best to this trial. You do not want to show what you've been showing to me to them, because they will make sure you never use your magic again.
Good luck with that, you guys. That sounds like a heck of a lot thing. I'm probably gonna be doing my own thing while you do that.
You can go off and do your own thing.
What?
I will just monitor, and I will not help. These trials are dangerous, by the way. Many people, and I do mean many, have lost their lives during these trials.
You're dangerous
Okay,
too,
yeah.
though.
Now you piqued my interest.
It's to show
Amaris!
you. It's to show you if you're willing, ready, and worthy. Like I said. If you're not none of those things, it's gonna show during the trial.
And by worthy,
I can
does it
promise
mean
you
like-
one thing. I can promise you that you both will leave safely. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. I just can't promise you that you won't get hurt in any way, shape, or form. That was not in the right order. But you get the gist of it. I will make sure that you don't get killed, but you'll get hurt.
I think I can live with that. Luca?
Well, I mean, as long as we don't really, no one dies.
Kira?
Luca, that sword of yours, by the way, I need that back.
You don't fight with us. Well, technically you do, but you
I-
already have one.
No, I gave her a sword. Can you
Okay.
please give that to me when you get the chance? If you don't have it, it's fine. It's okay if you left it in the cave.
I got it.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's heavy. Just pass that.
Jeez.
Like,
Yeah, and she could lift it.
That was a lot of weight.
How much weight do you think this thing is?
Less.
I had made an
Oh, I don't even
error.
know.
It's made of an ancient steel, apparently.
I made
Yes,
an
it's
error
very
when
rare.
giving it to her. That's why I'm taking it back.
What?
This sword, I was mistaken. See, this sword is not for nature magic at all. It doesn't help any magic user at all. I kind of just made up that story, hoping that it would help Luca in some confident shape.
Okay,
But
great, more lies.
I'm sorry, I'm not exactly the most trusting person, but should I be? I mean, we're strangers.
Maybe he's got a condition that makes him alive. Inherent
I'll just
liar.
tell you this. It's very simple. This is how I look at this.
Okay, my
These
friend.
are
It's
temporary
okay.
alliances. Once the hunters are dealt with, we're all gonna go our separate ways.
Well, uh,
I doubt
Listen,
that.
we
I
made
doubt
a
it.
we made a deal, and the only deal was that I trained you. Once you're fully trained, the deal's off.
What will happen to the guild then? What we're gonna be fighting?
There is no guild. You can think of it as a guild, but we're really just trying to save everyone and then go back to what we were doing. I mean, forming friendships, bonds, and stuff like that, it's not worth it.
He's
Maybe not.
obviously telling a very elaborate joke. You ain't getting rid of anyone.
Kira,
Ah!
I
And
will
you
go back to
missed
what I
him.
was saying.
No.
I will go back to what I was saying. Friendships are nothing but a distraction. Anything involving bonds is a distraction. We need to focus on the task at hand. That is all that matters.
I beg to differ. Just because you have relationships doesn't mean it gets in the way of things.
I'm sorry, human. I'm sorry you didn't go through the suffers that I did.
His name is Amaris.
I know his name.
Then use it.
As you said, don't judge a book by its cover.
Ooh.
Yeah, well, I don't like the cover that I see, but I'll save it. Okay. All right then. We're all gonna head back to the. Well, actually, nah. I'm having fun with this. I'm gonna head back to the cave. Y'all have a good night. This is a good practice for you guys. You know, since you guys failed your tests today, I feel like the proper punishment is that you all get to stay out in the wild.
Oh, I'm going to my camp. Have fun. And no one follow me. Looking
Wait.
at you and you.
Wait, Amaris.
Okay.
My problem. You're in the wild. You have to deal with it. You failed. Have fun. By the way, what is actually before I do go? You said the council and their whatever. The
Yeah.
trial would improve yourself basically. What you're saying.
I mean, yeah, if you go there, you can have some sort of improvement. I mean, it's not just all just a magic trial. It's mainly for people who use magic, though. I mean, that's where I touched up on my combat.
In that case, then could I join on that?
Sure, you can
You're
attend.
kidding!
I mean, hey, shoot. I myself, I may got a class. I'm not a good class, but I want to improve as well. I'm not telling you my class though. That's private information. You don't need to know that.
I respect that.
Yeah, I'm not a low
Have
class.
fun.
That's not the problem. It's just
You're probably a low class, aren't you, emo boy?
Ruka. I'm gonna put you in the bubble.
Go ahead, shoot.
I'm gonna put you in a permanent bubble.
Oh, I'd like to see you try.
You know I'm very much well capable of doing so.
Okay, tough ones. I'll catch you later. Don't die and don't follow.
Bye, Normie.
But hold on,
Just do my own thing.
Amaris, wait. Jeez, your camp really isn't that far, huh?
Well, I didn't realize I just started walking in direction and hoped that it was there. What are you doing?
Well, I obviously wanted to check on you to make sure you're okay. You took a real heavy hit, you know.
You're still worrying? Trust, it was just sparring and it was God, it was something. Ugh.
I never saw him go that intense before.
Well, I asked him to take it seriously and I did. So, now what I asked for. I still don't get why you followed me after I told you not to.
One, I care about you. Two, making sure you're okay. And three, are you out of your mind on participating? You could die.
You worry way too much. It's
Yeah, it's a gift or a curse. Either way.
sparring. Simple as that. Anyway, living out in the forest, huh?
Well, yeah. Which
I'm putting.
that's new.
Just saying this now. You are not living with me.
Relax. You have your own little area, so we won't intrude.
Straight up, I find you one of my 10. I find one of you my 10. I'm going to drag you and throw you out. I kid you not.
Yeah, you might want to make sure Kira can even understand that, because she probably might.
Oh God.
So when you left with Vice, what exactly happened? Did you just depart in separate roads or anything?
I left and he left, and that's it. I don't know why you're asking about that.
Cause this is gonna sound really stupid, but Kyo thinks that you're a freaking bounty hunter and you arrested him. It's funny, huh?
Ugh. Man, the imagination, alright.
I'm just really worried about him.
Oh. Probably wouldn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's probably one of Key's lies.
What?
Well, as you say, he's been lying a lot. Maybe he's making sure you don't over trust and you keep boundaries. is what I'm thinking. Of course, those things are not true. I did not kidnap him. I am not a bounty hunter.
Yeah, I kind of figured. You might be a little shady, but, you would probably. No offense, you would probably be a little toast from Beist. He is a shapeshifter after all.
Yeah, I've seen. Didn't he turn into a? What was it like?
He turned into a werewolf when I first met him.
That sounds like Bliss.
Does Kyo really think that all of us will depart? Just after when everything's done? The hunters, the training, just like that?
But I can keep it with you, really. 100. I don't know. People go separate ways sometimes. Just how things are. I think from someone I've been traveling a bit. I've been around. I meet people. I leave. And that's it.
I don't want to depart from someone. Never again.
That makes you upset, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you never really knew the story.
Let's hear it.
Okay, well, as you know, I'm a novice. No mage, which, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
total shocker. My
Ah,
my dad made me this fan and attached magical spells to it to do a little magic. That's how I get around.
Mm.
But my mom and my brother never really cared like my dad did. And when my parents were arguing, I couldn't take it. I took a little temporary leave, kind of, and took shelter in a cave. And that's when I found this. It was kind of in a little bit of a piece of stone. And anyway, as soon as I got back, they were packing, and well, you could pretty much guess the rest.
Hmm. Interesting. Seems like you're very stressed over that.
What can I say? Abandonment issues, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Well, best I can really give you in advice is just. This is gonna sound really harsh.
Let me
But-
guess, suck it up.
In a way, just
you
very
you
counter.
you sound a lot like Beist. He said the exact same thing to me. He said, if the sword helps me, then use it.
You should. Honestly, saying that entire. What do you want to call it? The entire group is interesting.
You'll come around to it, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, the fact that none of you can fight, and that the only one who can actually do something is Mr. Emo, as you said.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't really think any of us do stand a chance in the Magic Council trials. Except for you, probably. Aside from you being a novice, too. But I have faith. Faith that they'll turn around, or things will turn around. And then once I get Beist back someday, which I just hope he's okay.
I'm sure Vice is fine. But what you were saying earlier about how you have faith. Yeah, you can have faith. Faith can only take you so far. Comes down to just mainly tactics, strategy, and power. No matter how much faith you have, at the end of the day, if you can't back that up and you don't have any, moves, counters, or at least the idea to think fast, you're going down with the ship. That ship is you ever your life technically is what I'm hearing, but also the ability to find yourself. Is I at least gathered from all that. Seems like you have to find yourself, improve. It's a whole thing. Of course, I would have never known about it until someone said something. Again, I'm not really versed in magic. Well, I don't like magic. It's a crutch. But it's good to know at least they have something for non-magic people and not just straight magic.
Yeah, I guess so.